Tonight, from Columbus, Ohio, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. It's the Columbus Aviators taking on the London Monarchs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the London Monarchs and the Columbus Aviators. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to hold the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season. Mistake-free and with passion.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Looking deep for Adams. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And on now is the punter. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Try to run for the first with Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ingram going to get it on the option. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48 and give the tackle to Anthony Walker. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it. Every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Thompson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he slings one. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Kaepernick again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To Jonnu Smith. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And find Dorsett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Barkley on the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Kaepernick. He'll get this out to Barkley complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Here we go with Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier, he's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield. Goff, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And again, it pays off. They get the first. A big first down on a fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's Goff on the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On second down now, it's Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running. Ingram. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And as a result, possession switches hands. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Kaepernick now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Fancy footwork at the 45. It's a gain of 35.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Kaepernick now to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend
as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
3-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Aviators 10. Monarchs nothing.
Good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Cyrus Jones on the return. They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, it's gone. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Goff on 1st down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this 2nd half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff to the right side and complete to Hurst.
Goff's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
To Mike Williams.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. An option run with Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
11 yards there, first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Goff on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Mark Ingram.
7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the option, it goes to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the red zone now, Goff. He shakes it off. And now a strip. He loses the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, 30, 20.
The quarterback sacked. fumble on the play.
So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, down at the 5-yard line. A 7.
On second down, here's Barkley.
2nd and 3.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Saquon.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Hey.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Sloman for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
Monarchs, nothing. Sam Sloman.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
Now Jones.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man is Cantrell.
Goff.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Defense has come up with it.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And now back out comes the offense. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
Well, you remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ronald Blair. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Monarchs nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, they'll take over. First down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
To throw is gone. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside.
Goff's pass.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 15.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Goff throwing again. Got a man open. That's Harry. And this will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, short throw underneath to Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Goff's pass complete to Hayden Hurst. A gain of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the draw, this is Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
By Anthony Walker. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Attention! Attention!
That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd rounder out of UTEP. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. That back Sets him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Now gone. He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Randy Gregory, his second sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tedrick Thompson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey! 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Tonight's final.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.